Hello, it's Harness here, and welcome back to Sea Encounters Capital Ships. We are in the challenge phase, and today we've got the revenge of the return of of the Curse of Ray Rights, if I remember that correctly. Of course, by Brisby Mouse. So this nice and hard-hitting ship, the Challenger today, and of course the challenged design, the Defender today, is Olympus 2 by Skullsploder. So a very tanky and also hard-hitting ship with with some relatively good secondaries. I'm not sure if those secondaries actually have an anti-ship mode or they just use flak. One note for today's battle: I'm running at 100% detection because I'm a bit sick and tired of phantom targets. So decided that okay, both ships have good detection. Let's just use the full detection here and avoid the silliness. All right, the shots have been traded already. After 1 minute of the battle, both designs shave off a good 4% of their opponent's health pool. So shells are definitely landing. Let's switch over to the Curse, already at the full broadside, bringing all the guns to bear. Lost 2 secondaries or 3, three secondaries actually on this side, just one shooting away. One barrel damaged in the superpositioned front turret. Some heavy shells are landing there, but firepower and the damage exactly the same. 96% for 94% and 93% for the two ships, for the combatants here. But okay, yeah, we can see a little bit of the problem that Skullsploder's ship had. So taking on water pretty heavily and leaning to the side. So that can be a serious issue here. I think that this ship is running a risk of actually getting sunk before it's too damaged. So let's have a look from this perspective. We can see already two ships exchanging fire. Secondaries on the Skullsploder's ship are actually, I think, doing a bit of a light show, but are these actually shooting something else than the flak? I don't think so. I think this is just a purely flak, so minimal damage. At this time, actually the Curse have changed the sides, have switched over the side, and now is using a fresh side to be facing the opponent, which I think is a good approach. Alright, 3 barrels of the main guns have been lost, and those secondaries, they are doing a lot of explosion but little damage. However, still Skullsploder's ship is a little bit ahead here, just a tiny bit, like 2.5%. Is it going to stay like that, or is it just a temporary advantage? Difficult to say. So the Olympus is quite low, sits quite low in the water, so this is a curse and a blessing at the same time, because it is a more difficult target to be hit right now. But if it pops more of the ballast chambers, more of the air tanks will be punctured, and it will just go down and start sinking. Let's check the propulsion. No, this is no problems there, definitely. But this rear gun is kept hidden behind the superstructure, and the front gun, yeah, it's gone. I just noticed that right now. So a big loss of firepower. And wow, the rear one is gone as well. Oh no. So we only have these two guns in the front. I'm not even sure if they are. No, this is disabled, and I think that one as well. Okay. So much for the advantage. So yeah, technically it still has an advantage, but it just have been stripped of firepower. Those flag secondaries, they have pretty much no chance to do anything significant here. Let's have a look at Curse. Yeah, it's well, it's got like 3 barrels, but that's infinitely more than its opponent. So yeah. Okay. Some blocks are being stripped off, but I think that the Curse is about to go ahead with the health pool advantage. Let's remember that if this battle goes to the distance, then there are going to be some beautiful. So yeah, it's really important to just make sure you have a victory and just sink your opponent. Okay, shells away, good salvo, and yeah. And yeah, I think that disabling the armament on Olympus was difficult, but I think that now actually penetrating the citadel is going to be very difficult, even more difficult than that. The biggest chance, I think, is to just deprive it of the buoyancy. But yeah, this listing towards the front, it's really powerful now because the deck can actually bounce off the main gun shells. So they need to really have a good purchase, like here, just right off the nose. It was able to penetrate through, and when it lands it does a lot of damage, but when it bounces, of course the damage is minimal. Okay, some purchase on the superstructure, I think, or maybe the well of one of the secondaries. And yeah, despite of having more guns right now, the Revenge is struggling to do a very significant damage. It is ahead, like a good 5% points, but the amount of damage done is not that great. But no, actually the citadel have been penetrated. How? I think it must have been through the super firing well, I think here somewhere. Or was it? I don't really know. Or maybe through the roof? Wow. Wow, that was a good shot. I have no idea where the shell actually landed, how it penetrated. Must have been maybe some weaker armor somewhere on the top, and it just managed to sneak in and deliver that damage. Wow. Okay, so let's unpause. And right, finally we've got a challenger that was able to actually defeat the defender. First situation where we have that. So yeah, huge congratulations to the Brisbane Mouse. I think that this was a good challenge pick. Seems like it actually had a bit of advantage, or at least the ship was definitely on par, exchanging fire. Maybe was a little bit more lucky, difficult to say. But yeah, sinking the Olympus, which was quite dominant in its group, is really a huge achievement. And condolences to Scout Brother, of course. Sorry for a moment. Uh, you still, of course, have a chance to challenge someone else, to challenge another ship in the tournament from another group, and yeah, and just come back to the tournament. But of course, someone else needs to be eliminated then. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next challenge episode.